Hi everyone, so my name is Jodie and I run Jodie Fern Jewellery. So I make timeless and classic jewellery from silver and using recycled silver and gold wherever possible. So today I'm just going to show you around my studio and give you some tips and tricks for how to create your own studio. So mine is at home, so I've got a whole room in my apartment, which is fairly new actually. I only set this up, when was it? In the summer, probably like June or July. So I'm going to sort of talk about how to move into your own studio, especially if you're like me. I was making jewellery on sort of like a dining room table or in a corner of a room for so long. So if you're just starting out, then this will also be really useful. Yeah, just talk you through my studio basically. So I don't know if you can see, actually you can kind of see behind me, it's quite good. So I've got sort of two parts to my studio. So I've got this side, which is sort of like the messy workbench soldering, making everything side. But then I've also set up a sort of packaging, nice, calm, clean area, and sort of this goes into that bit too. It was really important for me to sort of set up both sides, just because I was finding when I was working, in the corner of a room or something, that I found it really hard to make and then, swap over and then do all the nice packaging and make it look all nice and Instagrammable. So that's something I really wanted to do here. So it doesn't matter then if I've left this in a bit of a mess, which is not completely perfect at the minute because obviously it's nearly Christmas. So if I've left this in a mess, or if I'm running late, or if I've got something to quickly do there but then I need to do lots of packaging as well, then it is completely separate. I can literally turn my back on this side and I don't work well in mess basically. So I'm just going to show you some of my studio. So first of all, let's do the exciting bit. So this is the workbench. So this is my sort of working area. As you can see, I've got a pegboard and I've got another pegboard here. This is sort of my polishing and pickling area, and then I've got my making, soldering, sawing area with my Fordham pendant motor on the end there. One of the first things I would recommend when setting up your jewellery studio is a pegboard. They are so useful, and also I find it really nice because you can have all your tools out in front of you. You don't have to go rooting through cupboards to look for them. So I sort of keep a selection on here of ones that I use every day, every time. Then I can just grab them. And then sort of in my cupboard here, I keep things that I don't use every day. So in fact, I'll show you in here. Another good thing I find is just put everything into boxes. So here I've got like my wax carving stuff. Here I've got my shaped mandrels. And I've got like stamping stuff and spares of everything. I've learned to keep lots of spares, especially of like polishing stuff, just because sometimes they don't last that long. So so that's one thing. So a pegboard and sort of storage boxes, really useful. And I find then that if I put it in the cupboard, it's sort of out of the way, looks neater, and I personally work better like that if everything's sort of ordered into things. Another tip is these sort of things. So I think I got these with some flowers once. So these are a bit empty at the minute because I've been making a lot. These are great, I don't know if you can see them, to keep ear wires and stuff like that in, scroll earring backs in them, so they're really useful. These sort of things are also, like pegboards, are nice for making your studio look nice too, which I personally work better in a studio that looks a bit more organised. So another tip is jars. So this is my scrap jar, and then I also have like a sort of jar for things that I'm working on and that maybe I haven't got to finish, so I can keep them there, and then when I go back to my bench I can finish them the next time round instead of having, I've still got like loads of little like bits on my bench which I'm working on, but I just find that if I do it like that, then I'm a bit more organised, especially when like I've just started getting quite a lot of orders. My business has grown quite a lot this year. Then it helps me mentally sort of prepare everything. So that's that part, and then I will show you the nice, calm, relaxing part So this side is sort of my packaging area. I've got this on here as well because I do like to do a bit of wax carving here, but I like to do it in sort of the calmer area. So one of the things I would suggest when setting up your studio, well, first of all, I would say to not get too overwhelmed by Pinterest studios, because I think it's really easy to make it look really pretty, but the reality is it's never going to look like that all the time. So if you're comparing yourself to, you know, pictures on Instagram workshops on Instagram or on Pinterest, then it's not going to look like that. Or it might do for about 5 minutes. But one of the things that I really like, especially being a small business, is supporting other small businesses. So I like to include a range of like other small businesses and things that I find inspiring in my studio as well. So I have got like a collection of prints and stuff. So here I've got a print from Basil and Ford, and yeah, I've just got like loads of little prints, and I don't normally have flowers, but I got bought flowers for the first time in years. And then again, just loads of little baskets and stuff. So these have got like my postcards and stuff in, and then I've got my earring cards and stuff in here. So these tins, I've got loads of them actually. Tins like this, jars and stuff, are really easy to find at like vintage shops or antique shops. I actually got some of them from my nan. But they're great for just storing stuff in and just storing it out the way, or, you know, just separating things basically and organising a bit more, which you can pick up really easily, and they're inexpensive as well, which is always great when you're first setting up your studio. And so I like to include lots of things that I find inspiring and motivate me, and they don't even need to be jewellery related. And I love this, I've just bought this, my diffuser, because for my pickle solution I use vinegar and salt. It is really nice to have this and for it to make it smell nice. Which, yeah, so lots of like lovely things like plants and stuff. I know maybe it's not essential for your studio when you're first setting up, but I just really find it like motivates me to work. Another thing I've found is, so this is it's a bit empty at the minute on my shelves, and I really like to keep a range of my jewellery on display. This is because I also find that it like motivates me and encourages me when I'm working quite a lot. It's just nice to have it out, and because sometimes you're just making it and then selling it, making it, selling it, but it's nice to have some here. If you have friends round or if someone drops in, then it's really nice just have some pieces out that you can just show them quickly, and I just find that motivates me a bit more as well. Anything like this, anything with loads of little drawers or jars or anything is great. So I keep like chains and stuff, pens, you know, like saw blades and stuff, all in these. So it's just really useful. Again, just nice things. And books and stuff, which if I get stuck will motivate me a bit more. So I think that's it basically. Yeah, so the main things I would suggest when setting up a studio, particularly a home studio, is storage. So boxes, tins, jars, little sets of drawers like this. So I've got lots of little like IKEA wheelie trolley boxes, and then this is good too. But yeah, I like to have two separate parts of my studio, a working messy part and a sort of packaging nice calm part. I think that just helps me to work a little bit better. So so that's my main tips, and also having some of your work on display also works really well. But yeah, I think that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed this and I haven't waffled on too much, but yeah, thank you.